What's going on YouTube? It's Thomas from the Barber Style Directory and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be doing a dreadlock transformation. Now I'm going to leave his hair a little bit curly on the top and then I'm going to give him a taper on the sides and in the back. Don't forget to check out the blog associated with this video, so click the link below, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget about our 50K subscriber giveaway. And without further ado, let's get into the video. One funny thing about cutting off someone's locks is that they always have that moment of remorse whenever you get ready to cut that first one off. They're always like, man, did I make the wrong decision? But once you cut that first one off, it's pretty much too late. But this is something that he's been wanting to do for a minute. He's been growing his locks out for about 3 years. And of course he wanted to save them for sentimental value, so I just put them in a bag for him. And then now we're just gonna pick out the hair, and then we're gonna trim away any of the knots that are still in his hair. And then now we're gonna trim down the hair and shape it up. And you wanna make sure you have all the knots out of the hair, because you don't want the clipper to catch the hair and then pull it and then snag his hair. And then here I just blow dry it and pick it out one more time, just to make sure all of the knots are out of the hair. And here I'm taking the 2-guard and I'm just shaping the base of the haircut. Notice how I'm having the clipper, it goes with the flow of his head. I'm not really digging into the hair. And as you can tell, he has very coarse hair, but that's not really a problem. And then here we're going to start the neck taper. We're going to taper the sides and the back. So one thing that I do to save me time, a lot of time when I do tapers, I just go ahead and bald out each side of the head. So that way I can save time. But here we're just going to proceed with the neck taper. It's just a routine neck taper like you've seen in several other videos that I've done. And if it seems like I cut a lot of people with coarse hair in my videos, in Mississippi, that's pretty much, it's hot weather, so coarse hair is pretty much that's the bread and butter texture of Mississippi. Pretty much everyone has coarse hair. Well, the majority of people have coarse hair. So depending on where you're at, you may get more one hair texture than another. Notice how when I'm blending, I'm not digging into the skin, I'm holding it flush with the shape of his head. If you're a consistent subscriber and you watch a lot of the videos, you should be able to know which step I'm on. And just to smooth everything together, we're just going to take the 1.5 and knock out that last guideline. And one thing about coarse hair also, you have to keep combing it because it has a tendency to want to curl up or ball up. So you have to make sure that you keep combing it on a consistent basis. That way you have the smoothest blend as possible. And then once again, I'm just shaping up the top, just smoothing the hair out. I'm gonna add some texture to it at the end of the video, so just stay tuned to that. And right now I'm just prepping the line up. And notice how I always tell you guys I use the corner of the blade the majority of the time. For me, using the corner of the blade, it just helps me navigate the trimmer better. Notice how I comb the hair out, so that way if he brushes his hair, no straggler hairs will come over his hairline. And we just repeat the same exact thing on the other side. Just try to get it as symmetrical as possible. Alright, and then we're proceeding on to the front line up. See, we're not digging, we're just trying to get it as straight as possible without going too far in. And this is just a technique that I picked up on, and it works for me. You can try it if you like, but for me, it helps me see the line straight on from another angle. And now I'm just about to add some texture to his hair. That's just some curling mousse. And I just take the twisted up comb. You can find this on Amazon or twistedupcomb.com. And I just want to add just a little texture to the top. And here is the end result, guys. So give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.